do.
Twice, once.
Thrice, trice,
Do you remember
once.
the one time I started counting? I just fucking threw you off your shit.
I
I
panicked.
rocked your world.
All of a sudden, everything went blurry.
I'm having a coronary. What do you mean? What do you mean 3, 2, 1?
Oddities. Stay strange.
Hi, Odd Fam. Welcome back to another episode.
That's right. I'm Cassie.
I'm.
Psych.
Oh.
All right, Jesus, take the wheel.
Okay, she's Cassie. I'm Kellie.
There it is. All right.
And welcome back to Strange Town.
Tell them everything. Tell them.
Everything is in the description. Everything you could possibly freaking want. Our merch store, our website, our links to social media, which is also in our website. If you want to write us, which you need to write us so we can do listener episodes. I'm getting aggressive about this now.
I like it. I'm here for it.
It also could be the fact that we're doing a recording marathon. I don't know.
It's hard to say.
My brain hurts.
Everything hurts.
All of the artists we've ever worked for, down in the link below. Description below. But they're linked.
Riddle us all of that.
It's all there. Please submit your spooky stories so we could do a listener's episode. I don't know if you guys understand how much we love it because we've said it 1,000 times, but we love it. So do it.
I also don't know how else to ask.
Don't make me pull out my mom voice. Believe it or not, it's not this.
Believe it or not.
But I will do it next time.
There's more. That's right.
Buy our merch. I'm biased. I designed some. I like it.
I'm having a child.
Support Cassie. Join our Patreon for as low as $1 a month, where you can see Cassie and I literally share one brain cell. It's really fun.
For the price of 1 cup of coffee.
Cue Sarah McLachlan music. Is that it? Did I do it?
You fucking nailed it. I don't even know I'm here. Bye. Stay strange. See ya.
How's my borscht?
Your borstie's living on a prayer. We're here. That's right. Now that we're 4 episodes in, did I save an ounce of anything to talk about? Absolutely not. But I can tell you, I'm really hungry, so I'm looking forward to dinner after this.
So we're gonna jet through this because actually I haven't eaten lunch. So
Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay, we gotta be feasting, guys. I'm having chili for dinner.
I think I'm gonna have some veggies.
You're just gonna have vegetables for lunch, girl?
Yeah, I've got a little veggie plate. That's what sounds
No.
good. With a little protein on the side.
No, you need In-N-Out.
I don't want to leave my house.
You need a DoorDash.
In-N-Out doesn't do that.
What the fuck games are they playing at?
I know, isn't it ridiculous?
Clowns. All right, well that's fine. Now I've got beef with In-N-Out. I don't even live there.
I might do an egg boil. I have fallen on the egg boil side of TikTok.
What is an egg boil? Like a hard-boiled eggs? Okay.
But then you make this garlic
I'm already
sauce
for it.
with Cajun seasonings, like a crab boil.
Okay.
Cassie?
You just dip the egg in it?
You dip it in...
Oh my god, that sounds great.
So that was kind of our Easter dinner on Sunday. Michael and I made like an egg boil, but it ended up being a crab boil because... Yeah.
Like you do.
It was so good.
That sounds so good.
I don't have any... I have no notes.
No notes.
It was delicious. Yum. Also, hard-boiled eggs. Yum.
Hell yeah. On Saturday, we made burgers, but then we also made crab cakes, and we put the crab cakes on the burgers.
Ooh.
And it was like surf and turf burgers.
I'm really
It was
hungry.
some shit. All right. So, guys, it's not your usual 13 minutes. Those of you who hate us will love it.
It's not even 5
No,
minutes.
those of you who hate us will love that it's not 13 minutes. Those of us who love the 13 minutes will hate us because it's not. And, we're just constantly in the state of damned if we do, damned if we don't. So here we are. I went first last week, my friend.
Yes, you did. So I'm going first this week.
Do tell.
I am talking about. I'm still in Nebraska.
We're still
stuck.
here in Nebraska.
You like that? I'm stuck.
What do you mean?
I'm in Omaha today.
Oh, great steaks.
And I am talking about touche. I am talking about the Whitehouse apartments.
You know what? They fucking would have some in Nebraska because there's nothing else there.
It's not what you think at all.
All right, I take it back.
So, the Whitehouse apartments, it's a 3-story Italianate Victorian. It's a huge brick building.
I don't know how we got to Nebraska, my people.
Right? I
don't know what we were
they're
doing
there. I'm confused. I'll be honest. But anyways, it's painted white. It is in desperate need of TLC though these days.
Oh, we're disintegrating.
The pictures.
Okay.
The pictures are horrifying.
Oh,
but I like
I'm
it.
gonna look it up while you're talking.
Yes, the Whitehouse Apartments, Omaha, Nebraska.
Okay.
There you go. The oldest part of the building, it's a rundown fixer-upper now, but it's got a steep roof, wooden lighting on the top, tall brick fireplace chimney, castle-like tower. You guys know what I'm talking about. The Victorianish.
This shit's haunted.
There you go. It once had pretty wooden entry fences, and it was once probably someone's huge Victorian home, and it was likely built in the 1890s, early 1900s, but definitely before 1910. There's hard to find records on this place.
I can confidently say though, at one point this was like gorgeous.
Right?
It's just tired,
right?
And haunted.
It's very tired. It's been through some things.
It's been through some shit.
It was during this time, though, that the Solano brothers actively created an Italian immigrant neighborhood.
There they are.
There they are. Known for many years as Little Italy.
There we are.
There you are.
The Little Italy of Nebraska. Of fucking Nebraska.
Who would have thought?
Cannolis for days.
Yeah. The flow of immigrants from Italy and other Italian migrants from the East Coast coming to Omaha to begin in the 1890s because of its employment opportunities, honestly. I wish everyone could see your face right now.
Tell me, what are the employment opportunities that exist in Omaha?
Well, it was by the Solano brothers.
They were like, you know what, leave it to us.
They had a business.
Leave it to us.
Yeah.
Yes, they had a business. I bet they did.
They encouraged the migrants of Italy to Omaha. And they came until 1924 when more stringent immigrant act was passed by Congress.
All right, thanks, Congress.
Sometime in its history, it was sold and transformed into a hospital, something which was needed for the thriving Italian neighborhood. The 2-story brick addition was added, and it looks like the bay windows in the front of the original house were taken out and replaced with regular windows.
Oh, the house,
the
side
yard
house served as a hospital for a hot second? Haunted.
Yes.
Okay,
it's haunted.
So haunted.
The side yard became a parking lot, and what probably was a cellar entrance became the main entrance for the hospital. The next gig for the building was to be used as apartments. Being so, they closed 3 universities, and it was transformed into being student housing. Currently, it is still used for off-campus apartments, or it was used for
I was like, tell me not in its
apartments.
current state.
Many people died from their illness in the hospital.
Like you do.
Due to lack of today's drugs and treatments.
Sure.
Diseases and childbirth did cause untimely death among women in that era. And ironically, it is located next to a funeral home. So
Prime real estate. Prime
really
real
is.
estate.
During the Prohibition era, when Omaha's Little Italy was the distribution center of illegal booze made by the Italian mob.
We love to see. There they are. There are my people.
Yep.
Where there's a will, there's a way. We love to see it.
The black market and the booze caused by the Prohibition area was run by unruly mobsters who sometimes rubbed out their competition by killing innocent people as well.
Okay.
And so when these people were injured, where were they sent?
The apartments.
The apartments.
/ hospital.
Well, at that time. The hospital. People say that inside this building, it is incredibly spooky. The feeling, their sounds, their apparitions, nothing about this. A lot of locals don't know why it's still standing, quite frankly.
The mob.
Except for, history.
The mob is making it so it's still standing.
Yeah. My most fascinated thing about this building, other than, history, it's history with Italy.
You know this shit is haunted as fuck for 2 reasons. 1, there's a grandmother ghost probably chasing you around with a wooden spoon. And 2,
100%.
everybody who died there was probably dramatic as fuck. So it's probably constant wailing and shit going on in there.
You saw it and immediately went, this place is haunted.
Without a doubt.
I said the same thing. 2, again, I just can't believe that Omaha has such a strong Italian history.
Nebraska, y'all are looking better and better. I
had no idea.
I didn't either. I don't know why the fuck.
Because I would not to stereotype, because I want to make that very clear. When I think of Italian immigrants, it's the East Coast.
It's the tri-state area. It's New York and New Jersey and at points Connecticut.
Yeah. Not the middle.
No, I don't even know how the brothers ended up there. They're like, here's a good idea. Let's go to fucking Nebraska. I don't know how they ended up there.
Yeah. And if it wasn't obvious, yes, the brothers were the mob guys.
Yeah, the brothers. The brothers had a business. It's called the mob.
Don't let that go. Yes, the business, mob.
Yeah, it's fine.
So yes, it has a rich history. It was a home. It was a hospital. It was a school. It was boarding. It's empty. It probably has a lot of screaming in there.
Yeah, it's definitely not empty though.
Oh hell no! There is so many souls. So
many dead Italians. They're so upset. They're doing the hands. Constant hands.
There's hands being thrown. There's wooden spoons being smacked. There's not enough food.
Evil eyes being cast all over the place.
Constantly.
Yeah.
And that's the White House of Omaha. I am shocked
I love this.
About it. And I'm so happy I found it, if I'm going to be honest with you. But I genuinely... Nebraska?
Yeah.
Bro, you okay?
Are you okay? Probably not, because they had a bunch of fucking Italians showing up in the back of the... They're still recovering from that shit. They're not okay. We're not made for Nebraska.
No, we're not. Not in the slightest bit.
I love it. I don't understand how they ended up there, the brothers, but I love what they did.
Yep.
For the economy. You're welcome on behalf of all of us Italians. Well done, bestie. What a fun. Who knew? Who fucking knew? I'm talking about well, we're still on our journey of weird history. I'm talking about the Erfurt Latrine Disaster of 1184. As in toilets.
Okay. Latrine disaster. There's a lot that can go on there.
The words latrine and disaster should give a clue as to how between 60 and 100 members of the Holy Roman Empire aristocracy succumbed to a spectacularly foul death. When I tell you of all the ways that someone could go, This is not high on my list. So, gathered in 1184, I remember it well, in an ancient church in Erfurt, the aging floor beneath their feet suddenly gave away, sending them plunging into the building's noxious cesspit below. Many. Oh, it's just starting. It's just starting.
Oh no. Okay. Maybe I'm not gonna
Many,
get after
many
this.
drowned in
Continue.
liquid excrement,
No.
while others were fatally wounded in the fall, while several nobles were asphyxiated by the evil smelling odor.
What a way to go.
I personally, when I picture hell,
That's it. I was
we've
thinking the
made it.
same thing. Oh my god.
We've made it.
Oh no. Oh no,
So let's
no,
talk a
no,
little
no,
bit about this. So,
no.
July of 1184, King Henry VI of the Hohenstaufen dynasty, who was ruler of Erfurt and the future Holy Roman Emperor, convoked a Hoftag, or informal assembly, and is thought to have been within the Petersburg citadel at Erfurt, modern day Germany. The gathering aimed to address a dispute between the Archbishop of Mainz, Conrad of Wittelsbach, and Ludwig III, Landgrave of Thuringia, all of which sounds made up to me.
Mm-hmm.
Anywho, the precise origins of the two men's bitterness have been lost to history, but I can tell you it's probably something bullshitty. And among common gripes at the time, it was, of course, over land. So that's my best guess. It was also a time of political tensions among the empire's patchwork of uh, bishoprics, kingdoms, princedoms, myriad city states, you name it. Determined to mediate and resolve the feud, Henry summons dozens of aristocrats and high ranking officials from across the empire to attend a meeting. He's like, "You guys want to come to this meeting in this church above this cesspit?" And they were like, "Hell yeah, buddy. We're so
Ugh.
there." So, what happened? The Hoftag commenced on the morning of July 26th, with many delegates arriving the day before, but it wasn't long before disaster struck. So the ancient wooden floor of the church collapsed under the combined weight of the nobles, and they were sent plummeting to the floor below, if you want to call it the floor below. And this is where the building's fetid cesspit was located. Medieval latrines, primitive and often perilously constructed, were a far cry, as we know, from the luxuries of modern sanitation. And basically, they were nothing more than large pits where sewage was gathered. And Erfurt was about to give a stark lesson in the dangers of such basic facilities. Both revolting and tragic in nature, this situation led to an estimated 60 to 100 nobles dying, either crushed by the woodwork, drowned in the
Ugh.
contents of the
Don't say
latrine,
it. Ugh.
or asphyxiated by the unholy fumes emitted by the rotting sewage. And yet, in spite of the huge death toll, all the key players in the dispute miraculously survived.
Shut
Yes,
up.
King Henry and Archbishop Conrad escaped death by clinging to iron window railings. So they're just
I can't. The image of
hanging
that,
above the ship pool.
the image of them clinging.
And this odorous catastrophe didn't hinder King Henry's political ascent. And so, in the years following this latrine disaster, his influence continued to grow until he became the Holy Roman Emperor in 1191. And he led the so called German Crusade of 1197, held the King of England, Richard the Lionheart, to ransom, and expanded his realm to include Sicily. And his survival that day ensured that his reign dramatically reshaped politics in Europe, all of which
Wow.
would have taken a different turn if
Just
he had
yeah.
if he
If
had
he had fallen in.
fallen into the shit.
Shit.
So was the original dispute resolved? Due to the shocking events that ensued, all thoughts of brokering a peace between the two feuding nobles were forgotten. They were like,
I
let's call it a wash. It, it appears that the anger between Ludwig III and Archbishop Conrad might have persisted, but there wasn't really any evidence of either way, and nothing came of any of this. And so why is it remembered? It's remembered because of the words latrine and disaster, is what I would argue.
I would say it's remembered because of how many people died drowning and shit. Like,
Hygiene was...
And choking on the scent.
Hygiene was never a priority in this period. But this disaster stands as one of medieval Europe's most bizarre and stomach-turning incidents, and it underscored the precariousness of medieval architecture and sanitation, revealing that even the most powerful individuals were not immune to the hazards of the era. And for us today, it serves as a notorious reminder that unforeseen events that seemingly have little bearing on the wider geopolitical landscape can have, in fact, a dramatic turn on history. And that's the latrine disaster.
I am unwell.
When I tell you, when I was researching this, how appalled I was.
I can imagine.
I was like...
I can imagine. Oh, Lord.
They died in the shit.
They died in shit. Well, shit, that's a way
What
to
a
go.
terrible way to die. Because for the people that, like, didn't get, like, impaled on shit, it wasn't instantaneous.
No.
Like, the drowning and the asphyxiation, neither of those are, like, that fast. Like, they were aware of what was happening.
They knew what was happening, and it was torture.
The only thing that gives me a laugh about it is it was all aristocracy.
I have to say, the thought of drowning is horrifying to
Yes.
me. The thought of drowning on shit.
Worse. It's worse. There's a lot to process with this.
I'm going to be processing this for the rest of the day.
But process it after you've eaten. Like, just give yourself some grace.
You think I can eat now?
I'm gonna go eat. But yeah, kids, if you ever want to, just dish out some fun history at, like, cocktail hour, talk about the people who drowned in shit.
I would.
100%
I would definitely pull this up.
Absolutely. This is going to be, this is going to be conversation whenever I take another business trip. Like, you kids like weird history, I got one for you.
What a great conversational piece.
There it is. And
my God.
There you have it. So I really don't even have a clever way to wrap this up.
Stay safe. Stay strange.
Don't breathe in the shit.
Yeah. Until next time. I'm so fucked up right now.
Until next time. Stay sanitary.
Strange.
Bye.